Today's horoscope from Academy, Virgo, June 10, 2025. Today's Mercury-Jupiter alignment can give you a nice boost of mental refreshment. It can leave you feeling quite motivated and directed. As you see the big picture of a situation, you feel more equipped to make long-term decisions. You may plan or map out some strategies for improving your relationship with money, or you could come up with fabulous ideas about how to use your resources more efficiently. You're in great shape for dreaming possibilities and thinking in big terms, particularly when it comes to business, financial matters, or comfort and security. You can be excited about exploring and building on your talents. You could be buying or selling, but you should watch for impulsiveness. While practical matters are certainly favored, this is also a fine time for feeling optimistic on personal levels, as well as for coming to happy agreements with others. Both Mercury and Jupiter are finishing up in your resources sector. And it's a good time to review what you've learned about your self-worth, talents, and resources. As the stunning canvas of the sky spins in its effortless kaleidoscope, you'll sense a whole new frequency echoing within your mind. Mental Mercury, our cosmic messenger planet, has decided to dive into the tide pools of Cancer. This is also known as your solar house of communications, and with Mercury here, you'll be very focused on articulating your ideas with sensitivity and compassion. Con side are what you'd like to say to others and always speak from the heart, and you'll find that you make significant progress toward your plans in your personal life now. A recent agreement you reached will start to fade away. You can try to refresh their memories, but that probably won't work. It's best to let it go and build something stronger in its place. Speaking your truth is the beauty of life and relationships, otherwise all beauty is hollow, and life becomes merely a charade. If you feel the tug of certain buried truths, it is wise to welcome them forth with the dedication to making yourself whole. If you feel you need more sleep in order to gear up for the changes you sense afoot, have the courage to say no to an unhealthy meal, and get to bed as early as you see fit. No excuses necessary. If you aren't feeling satisfied in your current occupation, this day can enhance your feelings. Further, it can give you the confidence and strength to explore your options. Maybe people used to stay at their job for 30 years or more, but things are not always that way now. Changing your career is certainly more accepted, and there are numerous resources available to you if this is something you are considering. Check things out on the internet or at the library if possible. As you reach the last full day of his short 14-day visit to your income sector, Mercury's smart head for money isn't the only advantage heading into lucky Jupiter's final days here. The moon's departure from your war sector yesterday and its friendly aspect to Pluto in your career sector as it moved through has given you a chance to get your professional bearings while leaving you emotionally and intuitively engaged and aware. This makes it easier to navigate the coming days, where Jupiter's focus is on what you can continue to aspire to, while Mercury is helping you take smart and practical steps now. A day before Mercury, the planet of communication is due to return to your communication sector. The moon is making its monthly visit to your relationship sector. The moon will still be here when Mercury returns, and less than 2 weeks after leaving Taurus, is on his way to give any strong emotional responses a voice. In the meantime, in her first weekend in Taurus, Venus is using this as an early guide for what you want from your relationships. Virgo, order returns where there was chaos. Your quote of the day: a tidy mind sees truth more clearly. Your color of the day is soft beige, calm and new. Lucky numbers: 2, 9, 14. You may feel the urge to clean, sort, or structure. It's more than aesthetics, it's self-alignment. Let a conversation clarify instead of complicate. Simplicity wins. Our eyes in the sky. Here is your tarot reading for June 10, 2025, a date that holds a gentle yet powerful energy, one that invites you to ground yourself while also reaching toward the possibilities ahead. If you've been feeling like life is asking you to both pause and move at the same time, you're not alone. Today's cards offer wisdom for navigating that in-between space with trust, intention, and a sense of quiet confidence. The cards drawn are the Star, Knight of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, 2 of Swords, and Queen of Cups. We begin with the Star, a beautiful card of hope, healing, and gentle renewal. If you've been moving through a time of uncertainty, emotional exhaustion, or even quiet self-doubt, the star is here to softly remind you, you are not lost, you are recalibrating. This is the moment where your inner compass is being reset to something more aligned with your truth. You may find yourself drawn to moments of solitude today, journaling, watching the sky, watering your plants, or even just sitting in stillness. Don't dismiss those urges. Healing doesn't always come through action, often, it arrives in the space we create to simply be. If something in your life has felt like it's been in the dark, the star says, light is returning. Following that is the Knight of Pentacles, steady, dependable, and committed to the journey, even when it's long. This card doesn't offer shortcuts, and that's a good thing. It's a reminder that progress built slowly is often the most lasting. Maybe you've been working toward a goal that hasn't shown visible results yet. Maybe you're putting in emotional effort in a relationship, in therapy, or even with self-discipline. The Knight says, keep going. You don't have to move fast, but you do need to stay true to what you know is worth it. Trust in your process, and give yourself credit for the small wins. They matter more than you think. Now, the energy shifts with the Eight of Wands, a burst of forward motion, clarity, and communication. Paired with the previous cards, this might signal a sudden breakthrough, an answer you've been waiting for, a message that lights something up inside you, or even just an idea that clears away indecision. Things that have been stuck may start to move again. So if you've been sensing that something's about to happen, this is confirmation. Stay alert to emails, conversations, signs from the universe, or even your own dreams. They may hold the clarity you've been seeking. But before you sprint ahead, the Two of Swords appears to offer a pause. This card suggests you may be at a decision point, perhaps between two options, two perspectives, or even two versions of yourself. And that can be tough, especially if both feel equally weighted. But here's the thing, indecision often comes not from a lack of options, but from the fear of choosing wrong. The Two of Swords invites you to check in not just with logic, but with intuition. What does your body feel when you imagine choice? Where is the tension, and where is the ease? Remember, you're allowed to take your time, but you're also allowed to choose, even if you're still a little uncertain. Lastly, the Queen of Cups arrives to close the reading with grace, compassion, and emotional depth. She is the part of you that knows how to feel deeply without drowning, how to offer love without losing yourself, and how to nurture others while still honoring your own needs. If today brings emotional conversations, or even a wave of feelings you weren't expecting, let them move through you. This is a beautiful day for checking in with your inner world. Try asking yourself, what do I need emotionally right now, and how can I give myself just a little more of that? Altogether, this reading encourages you to stay grounded, open to hope, steady in your efforts, brave in your clarity, and soft with your heart. Things are shifting not in chaotic leaps, but in meaningful layers. Your journey is sacred, even in the parts that don't make sense yet. Now I'd love to hear from you. Did a particular card speak directly to something you've been feeling? Are you standing at a crossroads, or maybe waiting for a sign? Share in the comments. Your experience might resonate with someone else in this space. And if you feel called, offer a word of encouragement to someone today, even if it's just a friend or stranger who needs to hear, you're doing better than you think. You are not behind. You are blooming, in your own perfect rhythm.